Hello, welcome back to my daily coverage of the Silk Road Mountain Race. This is day 10. This will actually be my last update. I'm not around tomorrow, but it's good timing though because as I speak, we are expecting our women's winner. So Nathalie Schneitter coming into 10th place, and so I'm just going to head over to the Silk Road Mountain Race page, and there we go. She's literally just finished as I'm recording. Justina's given her the winner's beer there. So yeah, that makes her the first woman and 10th overall. So there we go. So yeah, amazing ride there. So that was the finish. So yeah, pretty good timing on the update here. So yeah, you can check that out on the Silk Road Mountain Race page. So yeah, I'll give you a quick overview of everything that's happened. Obviously, Nathalie has just finished in the last couple of minutes, so her time's not quite up yet, but it'll be under 10 days, I would have thought. So since yesterday, Manu was about to finish, or he finished this morning. So Dickie came in third. Dickie Hibbett came in third, 8 days, 19 hours, 35. Obviously, Manu was fourth. Quite a good comeback after that wheel issue he had. He got himself ahead of Stephen Davis, who came in fifth. Sixth was Omar Martellello, and again, he was an early leader but had some problems, but he's again finished strong. Niels Kolb, again, up there early, like most people, suffered sickness in the first night. And then Martin Hilgers, we've not heard much from him, but again, just consistency pays off here. And then Sofian he's probably been in a few minutes ahead of Nathalie. He was about 5 to 6k ahead of her. They went up over the Kokharek Pass together, and it looks like Sofian got a bit of a gap on the descent, but it wouldn't have been too much. So Sofian came in ninth in the end, which, given how much he'd been suffering, we've seen his videos and how ill he looked. He got round, which I think is pretty outstanding, given the route and the conditions. And then Nathalie, she's been in that long battle with Kerry. Looks like she's about 100k ahead in the end. So Kerry she's going to be taking on Kokharek fairly soon. Yes, so she's still in the long valley heading up. Looks like she's probably stopped tonight as well. So last ping was an hour and 53. So to be honest, it's probably fairly sensible. It's a high pass, and if you're totally battered, then it probably doesn't make too much sense to go up and over. She's got second place in the women's race basically, as long as she finishes. So Nathalie did a really strong last day or so. So we'll head over to her Instagram in a second and see if we can find out what's gone on with these two lead women. Before we get there, though, I just have to say thank you to Albion. Of course, by now they're supporting what I do, both me riding and doing this Silk Road Mountain Race coverage. You can see they've already been updating their website with photos. There's Justina's, I think that was Kageti, and Kerry on the way down to CP3. Remember, she had all the mud on her glasses. Pretty classic photos. So yeah, their kit's been used out there in the mountain races. It's legitimately good stuff. I use it. A lot of people use it. So yeah, check it out. I've got the 15% code, and you can use that on the website. So click on the link on the screen. And also, just one last little reminder that I've got my zines and caps available on my little web shop. So that just helps me. Well, the zines basically pay for my my film photography habit, which is not very cheap. But yeah, they help me take these photos on the races. So the last edition, you can see the cover. That's the Hellenic Mountain Race and various other trips I've done. I'll have one coming up probably in the next couple of months with all my photos from the Transcontinental Race. And then yeah, caps as well help me do what I do. So check that out. I'll put the link on screen. And thanks as always for all the support. So yeah, we've just seen Nathalie finish, so 10th overall and first woman. There's some cool little shots from earlier today. So this was her. This must have been in the bonus climbs. They're kind of pretty small climbs when you look at the profile on the tracker, but actually they're pretty legitimate climbs, especially at this stage of the race. So yeah, it seems as though Nathalie has really kind of pushed on in the last kind of 48 hours. So let's just read what it says on the Silk Road Race caption here. So over the last 24 hours, Nathalie Schneitter has put in quite the effort at the head of the women's race, widening her gap back to second place Kerry McPhee. When she realised Kerry was still in Kochkor yesterday morning, she made the jump, telling us on the road that she'd be willing to sleep a little less, opting for 2 hours instead of her usual 4 to 5. So yeah, pushed hard up, and she pushed hard up Kyrgyzstan. That was the last 4,000 metre pass, and yeah, so she's that's a fantastic ride for the first time as well. So that's Nathalie there. So yeah, well done to Nathalie, and the classic sandwich on the go. So definitely moving and making some waves in the race there. There's Kerry as well. This again is on the bonus climb section, which they're pretty easy compared to the harder parts of the Silk Road, like I said, but it's just the timing of them, and you're totally battered, and it gets warm again there as well. So that's Kerry, and yeah, she's put up a couple of little stories as well. So this was Kerry this morning, so I think she slept in a little what looked like a shed last night. So let's hear what she's been saying.
Hello, beautiful. Hope this is the last run in, and I get to say I've done this Silk Road.
So yeah, she's been recharging. This is the Secret Oasis, which is probably the last kind of, well, it's one of the better resupplies and one of the last ones on the route. There is a small town, probably about 2 hours after. But yeah, we saw this, Sofian and Justinas were drinking the Sprite Mojito flavour early on. So seems to be a favourite with those Silk Road riders.
Hello from the Secret Oasis. Everything's on super slow charge. Took a 10-minute nap, eating some food, and suddenly not suddenly, but I've been getting really scared about going over this pass and trying to push through. I might not do that. When I did it in Atlas, it was horrendous the last night, and I had proper nightmares. I'd wake up in the middle of the night with nightmares for weeks afterwards. I'm feeling a bit traumatised by that. So the weather's looking really bad, so I might push in a little bit and then bivvy somewhere and then finish it tomorrow. I'm not sure, but I'm just riding my own ride still, cheerleading for Nathalie, who's absolutely bossing it, while just one last stretch to go, but it's a long one and a very high one again. And yeah, video decided to have a resupply another feed and maybe just push through the night. I've been really scaring myself because I had such a horrendous time up past the other day, and then my thermorest punctured. It was a bad situation, a very bad situation at 3,800 metres, and it knocked my confidence a bit and also knocked the stuffing out of me quite a bit. But that's okay. So got some nitro energy stuff and more Sprite and crisps, and I'll scarf this and get pedaling. I might not, but anyway, you're all invested followers, so you know the thought process. I also look at the sides of my legs. It's like proper edema style stuff. Not good. Okay, bye.
So that was Kerry there, and yeah, it looks like she has stopped in the end. So if we see on the tracker there, yeah, she's looks like nearly 2 hours ago. She'll be having a sleep and then be finishing in the morning. Like she said, she kind of got her confidence knocked a bit by the big hiker bike and getting sort of sleeping up there, which I totally understand. And yeah, like what she said as well about having nightmares after these races, it's definitely a thing. I mean, I've just done TCR. Like I was basically 2 weeks on the road, and I was waking up kind of for probably we're at 2-3 weeks after now, the last at least 10 days after, not necessarily knowing where you are and ready to go and ride your bike. And that was sleeping in hotels most of the time. So when you're sleeping outside wild, I mean, I remember Tour Divide, I was weird for a month after. I just didn't know where I was. Confused when you wake up. So Kerry's doing the sensible thing, and so hopefully she has a good sleep, and she should be finishing tomorrow. So from where she is, I'd probably estimate 7 or 8 hours, I would have thought, to the finish. So it's been really good hearing from Kerry there. So yeah, I think that is going to round up my coverage. Like I said, I'm out and about tomorrow, so I'm not going to be able to do an update. So unfortunately, we're going to miss Kerry finishing. But keep an eye on the tracker. I'll be checking in. Really enjoyed watching the Silk Road this year. Thanks everyone for joining. And I guess the next race for me is the Taurus Mountain Race. I'll be racing it, so there won't be any daily coverage. So I guess that is probably it for daily coverage for this year. Although I've got a podcast coming out later this week, along with Becky, my co-host, and we're hoping to get someone from the race on there. So keep an eye out for that. And thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support, and see you soon.